It's absolutely wild watching how content is blowing up across every single platform these days. Entire channels are popping up, built entirely on taking long-form videos and remixing them into snappy 30 to 60-second bangers. Honestly, people are finding incredible ways to literally bank serious money just by repurposing existing content smartly. I'm talking creators routinely making 5 figures monthly just by slicing up podcasts, webinars, and long interviews. This explosion is happening because they finally cracked the code on surfacing those exact ultra attention-grabbing moments. So, I immediately hits up my buddy Alex, who has been dominating this exact niche, to break down the whole system. We asked him to reveal exactly how they transform hours of footage into a consistent stream of viral short clips for maximum reach. Alex, thanks so much for hopping on the show and sharing your hard-earned secrets with our audience today. Before we dive deep into the mechanics, what should everyone expect to walk away knowing by the end of this conversation? That's a great question, and I promise to keep this super concise for everyone watching. You are going to leave here with the exact blueprint for turning any long video into a consistent fire hose of ready-to-post short clips. Crucially, you will learn how to automate this entire workflow so it absolutely does not become a soul-crushing full-time job. And finally, we'll cover what specific moments you should test first, so your results feel like calculated wins, not just random gambling. We actually built a tool called Vizard, specifically to solve this massive pain point for modern creators. It automatically finds the absolute best highlight bits, instantly edits them into platform-ready clips, and even handles the scheduling for you. This frees up creators to stop fussing with timelines and start focusing entirely on generating their next big idea. All right, Alex, let's jump right into the good stuff and see this in action. Awesome. I'm ready when you are. So let's get this breakdown started right now. We are now looking directly at the Vizard interface, and I want to emphasize how incredibly simple the core workflow is here. The first step is just uploading your long-form video, or you can simply connect a Dropbox or YouTube feed for constant input. Once uploaded, the artificial intelligence immediately scans the entire file for any moment that screams attention heavy. It's specifically looking for things like sudden loud reactions, deeply emotional lines, abrupt topic shifts, or even tiny micro-hooks that make viewers pause. For a perfect example, I recently dropped a full 1-hour podcast episode directly into the system. I tasked the AI with surfacing any short clips that centered around moments where people laughed, paused, or said something genuinely controversial. Within just a few minutes, the system had spit out a complete batch of 25 fully edited, ready-to-post clips. Every single one was already perfectly trimmed, instantly captioned, and formatted for TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts aspect ratios. That immediate output is the first massive win we call the auto-editing viral clips feature. But I have to stress that the true game-changing secret lies not just in extracting clips, but in aggressively testing tons of variations. The creators absolutely crushing it today are not just making one clip and then just crossing their fingers and hoping for the best. They are actively pushing out 20, 30, or even 50 slight variations of the very same attention-grabbing moment. This means testing different opening lines, adjusting text overlays, and even picking slightly different edit points to find the sweet spot. With Vizard, you can generate all these countless variations in a single massive bulk operation. Do you need that 20-second highlight, but want 5 different ways to kick it off with a hook? Consider that instantly done. Want one version featuring full subtitles and another with only native sound and no added text? That is also done with just a few clicks. This systematic approach is precisely how people discover that one specific edit that finally breaks through the social media algorithm. Another critical element people often underestimate is the absolute power of that initial visual hook in the first half second. Amazing audio cues can draw people in, but if the opening frame doesn't stop their thumb from scrolling, you've already lost the entire engagement battle. Vizard steps in here by offering smart options for that crucial first impression, like auto-cropping to the most dynamically striking frame. Or, you have the power to manually set a specific custom thumbnail frame so that very first visual punch lands with perfect impact. And yes, you absolutely gain the ability to remix the visuals inside the clip itself for maximum curiosity. You can easily swap in a relevant stock cutaway, perform a tight dynamic zoom into the speaker's face, or drop in a quick animated sticker. These small additions create instant curiosity and force the viewer to stop and really process what they are seeing. Now, a common question I always hear is whether this is just another complicated editing application flooding the market. The reality is, many tools are excellent at one singular thing, like dedicated captioning or just being a cool VFX toy. But the real friction and hidden cost come from the arduous process of stitching all those separate services together every single time. Some competitor solutions are prohibitively expensive or strictly designed only for large, established agency workflows. Conversely, other tools only offer a single feature, forcing you into awkward, time-wasting workarounds just to get the job done. Vizard's distinct advantage is bundling the three crucial things any modern creator actually needs under one roof. That bundle includes the smart clip selection, the built-in automated scheduling functionality, and the shared content calendar for platform management. The key here is that this entire system operates without ever becoming overly complex or intimidating to the average user. To move this beyond theory, let me give you a completely real-world example of massive success. We observed a small mobile app studio that used repurposed long-form content as the absolute core of their entire user acquisition strategy. They didn't waste time producing thousands of completely fresh, brand new short videos every single week. Instead, they focused on creating many iterations from just a handful of their best long videos and let the AI pinpoint which micro-moments genuinely resonated. One of those intelligently selected clips went absolutely ballistic, racking up millions upon millions of organic views. And here's the beautiful part. Because they had pre-localized the content, that single asset performed flawlessly in 5 completely different countries. Localization, which means switching captions and minor language tweaks, is an area where so many creators, unfortunately, stumble and fail. Hiring voice actors or dedicated translators for every single language or region is just logistically and financially impossible for most. This is precisely why AI-powered editing, captioning, and translation capabilities have become absolute game-changing necessities. You can localize the on-screen text, adjust captions, and schedule all your regional posts without ever needing to rebuild the creative asset from scratch. Achieving this level of global reach takes just a few strategic clicks inside the Vizard platform. Now let's talk about the real engine, automation, which is what turns a nice tool into a serious scaling machine. The very best creators are building sophisticated pipelines that automate the entire path from initial inspiration all the way to the final publish button. They scrape high-performing posts from competitors in their specific niche to find immediate inspiration for new content. Next, they feed the transcripts of those winners into a script rewriting step to perfectly match their unique channel voice and tone. Then they batch generate clips from these rewritten scripts and queue them directly into their master publishing calendar. Tools like Zapier can often sit between your discovery sources like TikTok or Reddit and Vizard's API for seamless integration. Imagine a workflow that scrapes the top threads from Reddit, instantly transcribes them, and then tells Vizard to produce 10 clip variants from each winning source video. The result is a steady, non-stop pipeline of content that always feels current because it's built on proven, winning formats. One really cool advanced technique I love is something called speech-to-speech remixing for dynamic presentation changes. If a clip has incredible delivery, but you want it in a totally different voice, or perhaps a specific accent, you can actually re-render the line. Instead of hiring an entirely new voice talent, you use an AI voice layer to perfectly sync the new tone to your tighter edit points. This is incredibly useful when you want to A/B test the exact same message delivered with 2 completely different presenter vibes. Another common struggle creators face is creative fatigue, where the audience just stops responding to the same old content type. The universal fix for this problem is always a combination of high creative volume paired with high creative diversity. You must pump out many small, targeted edits, but ensure they constantly vary the format, the hook style, and the overall emotional temperature. Mix in straight storytelling clips alongside quick one-liners, reaction pieces, and educational bite-sized tips to keep things fresh. Vizard's bulk variant generation system makes this rotation of different styles incredibly easy to schedule automatically. Let me share one final, very practical example. A small e-commerce shop selling a highly sentimental gift product. This seller historically struggled to generate the authentic-looking, user-generated content required without expensive, dedicated photo shoots. They simply uploaded customer interviews and a few long testimonial videos directly into the Vizard processing pipeline. Within one day, they had dozens of deeply emotional, fully captioned short clips optimized perfectly for conversion funnels. One of those organically repurposed clips then performed so well that they immediately turned it into a paid advertisement asset. That crossover between organic discovery and paid promotion is an incredibly powerful, often overlooked growth lever. Speaking of advertising, never forget the incredible value of the content reuse economy you are building. If a clip performs amazingly well organically, immediately put budget behind it and promote it as a highly effective ad. And conversely, if a paid ad performs extremely well, you must immediately push that content out organically to all your feeds. Vizard is designed to make both of these critical high-leverage paths completely frictionless for you to execute. Before we wrap up, let me give you 4 crucial tactical tips that every successful user adheres to religiously. First, always begin by reverse engineering the proven formats that are already dominating your specific content niche right now. Do not waste time trying to invent a completely novel hook structure on your very first day of creation. Your second rule is to always prioritize pure quantity very early on, because the more mini tests you run, the faster you learn the algorithm's preferences. Third, you must treat your captions like a secondary creative layer because a different caption can attract a completely different segment of your audience. Fourth, diligently automate every single step that involves repetitive, boring work, such as scraping, transcribing, and template captioning. If you successfully automate those 4 or 5 major repetitive tasks, you instantly free up massive creative energy for idea generation. Here is one final professional tip. Use the content calendar not as a storage bin, but actively use it like a fast-paced digital newsroom. Do not just dump clips in there and immediately forget about them. You need to tag them precisely by theme, performance metric, and target platform. This tagging allows you to quickly spot actionable patterns, like knowing Topic A consistently crushes your performance in specific geographic regions. Once you spot those patterns, you can aggressively scale up exactly what is already proven to work effectively for your brand. All right, team, that officially covers the entire high-level breakdown for today's session. If you want to get your hands dirty and start applying this immediately, please do not get stuck in analysis paralysis. Instead, go make 5 short clips from just one single hour-long video you already have sitting on your hard drive this week. Actively test different combinations of hooks, different captions, and varied thumbnail frames to see what truly moves your specific audience needle. Once you have some hard data, then you can move on to fully automating all the repetitive testing and publishing for you. If you are curious about the powerful backend automations I mentioned, I am happy to share some starter workflow templates. I have a specific workflow for scraping the newest TikTok winners, and another one for building a Reddit to script content pipeline. Send me a direct message telling me which platform you are focusing on right now, and I will personally help you sketch out that exact automation setup. The core message here is that the entire era of slow manual video repurposing is officially and completely over. If you want to scale your content production without adding a massive, expensive creative team, you must start treating AI as your indispensable assistant. Let the AI find the viral moments, let it generate the necessary variants, and let it handle all the tedious scheduling for you. This allows you to focus your valuable creative energy solely on your big ideas, your community engagement, and, most importantly, your core offers. This is genuinely the exact formula that small teams and savvy creators are using to win big in the current landscape. If any of this breakdown was genuinely helpful for your strategy, please drop a comment below and tell us what niche you are currently testing this on. I will personally be checking the replies because I genuinely love seeing who is actually putting this into practice and shipping content. Finally, don't be shy. Share your single best clip right there in the comments. I always enjoy seeing what success looks like in the wild. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and go out there and start automating your virality.